we've got comic villains turned heroes. So
Oh
We're
dear.
doing that.
we are gonna go through a short list. It's not really that short, but a list of
I was scrolling. I was like page 5, 6, and I was like, he said short. Go ahead.
Alright, we can go through this quite quickly then.
Quite quickly, yes.
And just quickly, briefly talk about these characters. So we're going to talk about characters who started off in a comic book world as villains. They came to us as villains, and then now they are heroes.
Goody two shoes. Yeah.
Goody two shoes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call them goody two shoes because when you're a villain,
Yeah.
and then you become one of the good guys, they always have that edge. Do you know what I mean?
True.
They always have that edge to them.
So
Okay, so you're kind of like a friendly jerk.
yeah,
Because most of them.
but
Yeah.
we'll go through the list, and you've seen the list. Do you think a lot of these characters are your favourable characters when reading them? Because they have, for me anyway, they have a wider range. They have a bigger range. So like they start off as villains, but now they're heroes. They've got that, like you said, that edge of being like, don't mess with me. I might be a good guy, but I'll F you up.
Yeah, I feel like
if I have a bad day.
Yeah, these are the ones that will I'm just looking, that will kind of go dark when
For the sake of being good.
Yeah, not necessarily like murder, because I'm looking at some of them. I'm like, yeah, you were a criminal, but you weren't like a murderer. You get what I mean? But you were like you were on the other side of the law. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's where that edge comes from. It doesn't always necessarily mean okay, they will kill somebody, but they might know people who know some people, so they can. It might be a thing where they can get information, or it might be a thing where they can, or they will just be like, I will kill you. It depends on the character. So let's go through the characters.
So first on the list, by the way, this I didn't write a reference. Sorry, I got this from a site. I'll find a reference and let you know at the end. So first up,
he got it from his mind. Go ahead.
I seriously don't have that much time to actually write all of this.
He's lying.
So first on the list is Sam Wilson, aka Falcon,
aka Captain America.
Yeah.
And let's just not forget that he was also known as Captain America.
Captain America, whether you like it
or not. Okay, so his first appearance was in Captain America issue 117 on September of 1969. That was his first appearance as Falcon. As Captain America, as you said, that first appearance was in Captain America Volume 7, issue number 25 of December 2014. So not only is Falcon Captain America's best friend next to Bucky, he spent a spell wearing red, white and blue as Cap, but he actually got his powers working alongside Red Skull. Before he turned good, he was a petty Harlem thug and Red Skull's henchman. Then on getting his powers, quickly turned on Skull and teamed up with Cap. They've been bros ever since. So yeah,
bro. Sorry, that word bro, I don't know why, it just made me think of The Boys, and I can't wait for that to come out. That needs to hurry up and come out. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
So yeah,
that tangent. Oh my god.
Where do you put Sam Wilson in your list of?
Well, he's.
Do you like him?
Sam Wilson has always come across as just a good guy to be honest.
Yeah, even as a henchman, like I feel like henchmen are like, all right, cool, I'm in a bind. It's like, when you're like, all right, cool, I've been a security guard, and then you're like, but it's my friend. Yeah, I need a little bit extra cash. So I might, you
might just do something because times are hard and like Red Skull's
might
in
rough
town.
someone up. You know what I mean? But I don't think like henchman is like, he's chopping up bodies and whatever. But
some
henchmen.
True.
Some henchmen do.
You're a henchman for the Red Skull. You're murdering people, to be honest. So I don't know.
What's Deadpool's friend called? The guy who.
Oh, the henchman.
Yeah, he's a Hydra guy.
Billy. Billy.
No, it's not Billy.
Come on, Sean, you're in the chat. We know you are. I can sense you.
What's Bob? That's it, Bob.
I'm googling this.
His name's Bob.
Bob, that's it. Yeah. I knew it was something like that.
So yeah, I think henchmen are funny. They're the guys who who make stupid comments like, so do you think we're gonna get paid double for this shift? Like, we're working nights.
Yeah.
Spider-Man. I ain't get paid enough for this. Kind of, they can be good characters.
Yeah, like henchmen are just like, they know they're gonna get effed over, or like whether they go to a job and get like hit by an actual superhero, or you know what I mean. Like from when he was like a Harlem thug, you're not running anything. You're just there. You know what I mean? You're the pawn, and
I don't know. I just feel like in terms of growing up in London, even like Sam Wilson's just a regular dude.
Yeah.
He's just a regular dude.
Caught up in some little bits and pieces. You know, he wasn't the top boy. He was just one of the henchmen.
Just one of the dudes, isn't it?
Yeah, just one of the guys, just on the road, isn't it?
There was, I'm sure there was a comic that was like pretty much about a henchman and just took their point of view of stuff that was going on. I'm sure I can't
You said something about that ages ago. Sorry, that was in my memory bank.
I can't remember the name of it though, man. I really can't.
That sounds familiar to me as well.
That does sound very familiar.
Yeah, I need to research that and have a read. I might do a review on it as well, actually. Okay, next one on the list is Rogue. Everyone loves Rogue.
I love Rogue.
Now, Rogue. Go on.
First appearance.
Okay.
First appearance was in Avengers Annual Issue 10. That was in October of 1981. So I'm just fixing your picture here. This OBS really messes up the pictures all the time, man. Sorry, guys.
Oh, man. Come on, OBS.
If you're listening to this on SoundCloud or on any audio podcasts, you don't have to worry about that.
We hope you are.
No, you don't. You just have to listen to our wonderful voices. Yes. You are awake. Go back to issue 1. Go ahead.
So Rogue initially started... Oh, I found the reference to where I found this list as well. This was actually from Ranker.com. So big up Ranker for this list here. Rogue initially started out as an Avengers villain. She even took out Captain America. If you think about her power set, it totally makes sense that she's squared off against Earth's mightiest heroes. Still, she's far more interesting as a tortured hero, which her decades with the X-Men have proven. So yeah.
Yes.
We all remember that cartoon of X-Men.
One of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why I'm obsessed with that particular episode.
It's a dope episode.
It's a sick episode,
it's a brilliant episode.
Yeah.
If anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, it's when Ms. Marvel will take into the picture.
I really hope they do this in the MCU.
Oh, man.
I've thought about it. Sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. I feel like it would be dope if they did this in the MCU and we had like Monica Rambeau take over.
Yeah.
But we had like the Avengers have, or Sword or Shield have Carol Danvers in a coma.
Yeah.
And like post-credit scenes. And you just have something like where she's there lying down and her finger twitches every other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to let us know she's out of commission now, but she'll be back. I think that'll be dope with them.
MCU would love
do that. They're missing out on they'll be missing out on a great opportunity to do that.
Oh my days! But yeah, the story behind Rogue's powers, is that in the X-Men animated series, she's working with Mystique. With Mystique and all the other people, and they're on a mission, and Ms. Marvel, Rogue is flying the plane, and Ms. Marvel comes and apprehends her because she rips off the airplane top and then she puts it back on. I always loved when she did that. She was like, and then she just puts it back like a tin can, and then Rogue grabs her and she's sucking out all of her power because that's what Rogue's power is, and Mystique's in her ear saying, don't let go, and she's like, Mama, this feels weird, I want to let go, and she doesn't let her go, and then Ms. Marvel and her fly up into the stratosphere, and then they've crashed down, and then we see that Rogue has absorbed all of Ms. Marvel's power completely, but she also has her in her subconscious mind. Amazing. And in that episode, she starts to break free. Yeah. It's great.
Is that pretty much how it happened in the comics?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right?
Yeah, it pretty much happened like that in the comics as well. And wasn't it Professor Xavier that trapped her in a cage in her head?
Yeah. But the funniest thing is, so Professor Xavier did that. He trapped Ms. Marvel in like a corner of her mind, and then obviously Ms. Marvel started to come out, and then started to try and take over Rogue's body so she could have her body back. And then Jean had to go into Rogue's mind, and then they had to face off. And then Rogue ended up trapping Miss Marvel in another cage, and then cementing her up and being like, I can't deal with this right now, it's too much. And Jean was like, cool. Because Jean really didn't do nothing. She was just a huge Jean in her brain, and she was like, stop fighting. I was like, you're so annoying right now.
One thing about the animated series was that I really wanted them to kind of come back on some of their stories, because they, like the story with Carol Danvers, the Iceman one with the X Factor, they did a lot of stories with characters, and you just kind of want, and Archangel as well. You just wanted to go back and see the characters again. You just wanted to go back and extend their stories. So I think
I even remember.
I think that's one.
I just remember an episode.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I even remember an episode where something big was going on. Archangel was in this episode, and someone was scanning as in Archangel and Psylocke, and whoever it was, like, I think it was Shard, Bishop's sister.
Right.
Like, that's and her computer was like, that's Archangel and that's Psylocke. They're destined to join the X-Men. So it's like they threw it out there.
Yeah.
That they were destined to join. So at this time, I'm thinking, oh my days, when is this going to happen? But the episode where they actually join the X-Men never. So I get what you mean.
Never. But there is some good news. I think we talked about this earlier in another issue. The guys who did the animated series, they have recently spoken to Marvel, and hopefully, I really, really hope this is what they need to do. They really need to bring the X-Men animated series back with the same type of content, as in adult content, not pandering to kids, but the same type of adult
stop that, man. Content. You need to stop doing that. And the thing is, what I fear about that is that, and I've noticed it in the quality of the Marvel animated shows, they pander to kids.
Too much.
Have you noticed?
I've
if you noticed, like, let's look at the Spider-Man cartoons for one. The 90s Spider-Man was there were a lot of reused scenes, but the quality was good. Then we got Ultimate. Then we got Unlimited. Spider-Man Unlimited. Quality dropped. Then we got Ultimate Spider-Man, the quality dropped. And I'm talking about even the animation, the way it looks. And now we've got the latest Spider-Man. The animation is horrible. It's like it just gets worse and worse.
And the stories as well.
Just stop. And the stories are bad.
That's why with X-Men as well, it's like the animated series, season 1 and season 2, I was like, great. Season 3 I couldn't watch because I was like, who is this? This is on Nickelodeon Babies. I'm like, there's too many colours, there's too much, there's too much.
Overstimulated, like
I'm just like, it's way too much. So if they bring back old school X-Men back in the day, good animation, adult animation, you know what I mean? I want to be like, you know, when the Teen Titans are like, is that what we used to look like? Can we go back to that? Like, that's what I want, because it just works. But Rogue, I don't think she's a villain. I think she's just a troubled teenager. Okay?
Sorry, you were about to say something before I cut you off. I'm sorry. Do you remember what you were going to say?
No, I don't actually. No. Alright, let's move on to the next one.
Sorry, bro.
It's alright.
Well, I was gonna say Rogue. I agree with Isha. Rogue is just a troubled teen. I wouldn't call her like
a villain.
No.
Yeah, no.
She was just in a shit situation. She went to whoever took her in after her family kicked her out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was Professor Xavier. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, she went from bad to evil, didn't she?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, and if you don't get what we're talking about, you need to go back to issue 81 where we had a segment called Surviving Professor X. Listen to that.
Surviving Professor X.
And you'd love it. You'll love it. It's actually one of my favourite
that's one of the best episodes we've ever done.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Check it out.
And then come back. And then come back. Yeah. Okay, who we got next?
Gambit, first appearance. Sorry, not Gambit. That's the next one. A bit of a spoiler there. Deadpool, first appearance, New Mutants, issue number 98 from February 1991. Deadpool started out as a 100% villain. In fact, he's jokingly based on a DC villain, Deathstroke, Slade Wilson. Wade Wilson. Get it?
Get it?
But he started off. His mission was to actually kill Cable, who was a good guy in New Mutants at the time. And yeah, after a while, they became best friends. So yeah, here's another character that's obviously got that edge where he's a lovable character. People love him. Maybe not so much after the Deadpool films because they kind of milked it in the comics. But yeah, he's one of those characters that you can't really F with because he will kill you straight up.
Oh, he wouldn't even hesitate.
Yeah, he will.
Wouldn't even think about it. He would just...
Yeah, he would do it.
Yeah.
I feel like he's more dangerous than Wolverine.
Yeah, he is. Like, he'll chop off your arm and beat you to death with it, and then like grow his arm back, and then still beat you to death with his arm.
Wolverine. So Deadpool will just he'd kill you. Wolverine will tell you, "I'm gonna go do this."
Yeah. And
someone will have to be like, "Bro, don't do that."
Yeah.
Wolverine. Deadpool's not talking it out. Deadpool's just gonna do it. That's the slight difference between. There are times when Wolverine will just go about his business, but he loves, you know what I mean?
He's a big softy under all of that.
He's a softy, so he will talk. He will talk a bit. He might talk to Jean, Kitty Pryde, or Jubilee. It'll be one of those three. Yeah.
Or Storm if he's really if he's really in a jam.
It will be a woman.
Yeah.
If she's a redhead, forget about it.
Exactly.
If she's a redhead or Japanese, or if he, God forbid, he found a redheaded Japanese woman.
That's it. Game over. Game over.
Alright.
My days, that's hilarious.
So next one.
Oh no, but he found one in the film, remember? The horrible film with the girl when she could see the thing and she was a redheaded Japanese.
Oh snap, she was.
That's hilarious. There you go. Anyway, go ahead.
I take no. I don't remember that. I don't remember that film.
No, none of us do. That film.
Was there a Wolverine film? I don't even remember that. Gambit, first appearance.
That's Wolverine. Yeah.
Gambit, first appearance. Uncanny X-Men annual number. That's not right. We don't have a number because that's not right.
Annual 1990.
Yeah, that's wrong.
We're gonna say 199.
Yeah. July of 1990, he came in as a camo, and then he officially came in on Uncanny X-Men issue 266 from August 1990, and that's his actual first appearance. Gambit is a bit of a mad one because he was a villain. Gambit is one of those heroes that always seems to be up to something. That's because he started as a villain, our better charming man about town, thief of a villain. He actually started off with Storm, which was a good story.
They need to do the story of the Morlocks, and I feel like sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's another thing as well. They need to if they do the story, if they bring back X-Men, the animated series, and they do the story of the Morlock massacre.
Even in the when she comes down there, yeah, and she's like, okay, one day. But then she goes down into the underground, and because obviously they've kidnapped Jean Grey and Scott, and then they're like, are you okay, Storm? She goes, I'll be fine, even though she's going through like heavy claustrophobia. She's like, I got this, yeah. And then she meets Callisto, and Callisto's like, all right, let's do this, yeah. She goes, okay, no powers. And she goes, okay, no. She pulls out the blade, and I'm like, you lot don't know about Storm. She's been blading people, she's been knifing people from day, yeah. And then Tutu, obviously she doesn't knife her in the TV show because that's too much. But like they did their staff in it. The joke is they have lightsabers. Didn't realize that. You know when you're an adult, you're like, they're fighting with lightsabers. Yeah, they're starting to like.
Well, that's when they don't. That's when they don't want to put knives in there, isn't it?
It's when they don't want to put knives in or guns, so they shoot lasers. So that's one of the reasons why I absolutely animated series is my favorite, because they do not hold back in that show.
Yes, that's where the Marvels need to take it, because anyway, so she mashes up Callisto, and she's like, I am the ruler now of the Morlocks. You can rule them until I get back. And then in the comics, they wipe them out.
That's
like,
messed up.
Sick. It was great. So they need to do all of that. But yeah, go ahead. Anyway,
so Gambit is a he didn't really. He brought the what were they called, like Sabretooth and all those guys. I can't remember the name of the actual group, but he brought them down to the Morlocks.
Oh, the Delta?
No.
Was it the Delta?
No. I can't remember the name of the group, but he brought them down, and basically they effed them up, man. The Marauders, that's it.
Delta Star, Alpha Star?
The Marauders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, he brought them down. He didn't know that they were going to go down to kill them, but when he found out, he tried to do the right thing, but it was too late, man. Too late, so...
Too late,
man. Back in the days,
Gambit is Gambit a villain?
He's not a villain, but I think because he joined the X-Men and he didn't mention it to them. It was like a secret that he didn't mention, and he's always one of those characters that you never know what he's up to. He was a thief, obviously, but he was one of those characters that you don't really know his history that much, and even
he didn't really talk about his past. He just joined the X-Men, and that situation was where he was at. And he's kind of like a lives in the moment kind of character.
And in fact, he should be an Omega level mutant as well. Because he went to Sinister and he couldn't control his power. And Sinister did something to like what's the word?
Hinder his powers.
Hinder his powers a bit. So he's not as powerful as he should be. But even things like that, he's a really dodgy bloke. Really, really dodgy bloke. So
yeah, he is.
You know, if they brought back the animated series, how sick would it be if they kind of touched on that? Because how sick would it be if, like, you know, they had that story where Sinister kidnapped all of them, and
that was
how
such
sick
a good
would
story.
it be if like Sinister and Gambit already knew each other, but they just didn't acknowledge. Didn't acknowledge it at that time. How sick would that be?
This man's just like, okay, let me get
that was one of my favorite. That's my favorite episode. When
we're going to that, man.
We'll get into it. Sinister and his, what were they called? The Nasty Boys. The Nasty Boys. Yeah. Sinister knows what your future holds. Alright, next one.
Oh my days, I love it.
Next one. Okay. Hawkeye. First appearance, Tales of Suspense, issue 57. This was back in September 1964. Has Hawkeye. Wow. Avengers, issue 63, issue 63 in April 1969. He appeared as Goliath. And in Captain America, issue 179, November 1974, he appeared as Golden Archer. And in 2007, in New Avengers, issue 27, he appeared as Ronin.
Ronin.
Hawkeye first encountered.
Thought you were gonna start singing there.
I was gonna say because he came in with Black Widow as well, didn't he? Or was it Black Widow? Yeah, it was Black Widow.
Black Widow.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was Black Widow. Yeah, 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 it was Black Widow. Black Widow came in issue 52. So I was going to do the two together because I thought it would save a bit more time, but I'm actually wasting time talking about this. So Hawkeye first encountered the Avengers and was robbing them. And the Avengers, he was a petty thief. They soon saw his talent and convinced him to join them. The Avengers indirectly nodded to his history by having Loki brainwash him into supervillainous shenanigans throughout most of the film. So that was the film that happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, he started off as a villain. Hawkeye, what do you think?
Well, again, petty theft.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, you know, I don't condone thievery on camera.
I couldn't let him in.
But like, yeah, you can't let him in your house. But then it's just like, all right, you're gonna steal something, that's fine. But then it's like it's nothing too major.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't think he's a villain. He's just maybe a little thief.
Yeah.
No, don't leave your watch. Don't you leave your watch out.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
So
should we do? We'll do Vision.
Should we do Quicksilver?
Vision and then Venom.
Oh yeah.
We'll do Vision and Venom, and then we'll do the rest next week. We'll continue with this next week.
Yes. To be continued.
Boy, do I have an opinion on Venom, but I'll wait until we get there.
So Vision first appeared in Avengers issue 57 in October 1968. In Vision's first appearance, he was created by Ultron to be the enemy of the Avengers, a baddie designed to hate his father, Hank Pym. But in the first arc, he realised he wanted to fight for good and rebelled against his own father figure, Ultron. So
he's not bad.
He's not bad.
See?
No, he wasn't bad.
He's just bad programming is what he is.
There we go.
And the thing with Vision, as well, he kind of was his brain was based on Wonder Man.
Wonder Man?
Yeah. Wonder Man, who was a hero as well at the time, so that kind of helped.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So he isn't, you just had a little bug in the system. You need, a little
Ultron.
update.
Yeah. Hard.
Yeah.
What's Ultron thinking? He chose a hero to base his ultimate weapons.
I know, that makes no sense.
What was he doing?
No, it makes no sense.
What was Ultron, man? Come on, man.
You should have given him like a complex. You should have put half Ultron, half Wonder Man. You know what I mean? So he's got
saying
conflict.
Wonder Man shouldn't have been a factor. If you're trying to make a villain, I wouldn't take the brain of a dead hero.
True. Bless. Or maybe that's what he wanted. He wanted the brain of Wonder Man to be like, no, stop, don't do this. But Wonder Man's like, F this, I'm pulling the switch. We're going to be good.
That's a Frankenstein. That shit. It did not work.
Okay, who's next?
Let's do Venom.
I was going to say, my opinion of Vision is that, he's whatever.
I was going to say, actually, all right, let's do Venom, because Venom could be a long one.
We love Venom.
And Venom...
Not in the films, but we love Venom.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Venom.
Also, that untitled Sony Marvel movie I will not be seeing. Well, at least I won't be paying for it anyway.
Okay, let me just twist it a little bit. We don't like Venom in
the movies.
In
any movie.
He was true to himself in the old movies. He
Yeah.
was not true to himself in the new movies. The new movies, he was trash. Okay.
However, in the older movies, he was not portrayed well.
He wasn't. No.
Okay, yes.
He was not portrayed well.
I think what with me in the old movie, is because I used to watch that 70s show, that the guy who played Eddie.
Yeah.
And
that's what you saw, innit?
It kind of was who I saw, and like reading the comic and watching the animated show as well. Like even the first scene where you see Venom. He's pumping weights, man. He's like,
yeah.
That's why they call me
Eddie Brock's character was someone.
Tonk.
Yeah.
Eddie Brock's character was somebody who genuinely liked to lift weights, and so when I'm seeing skinny,
yeah, the guy who played Sandman in that movie. Side note: Sandman was a better villain than Venom in that movie. I'm just pointing out the way they did Sandman more justice than they did Venom. I'm just saying that they should have actor who was doing Sandman be Venom, because he looked more like he should have been Venom. He would have been more scary.
But
they should have missed out. I was so excited.
They should have They should have missed out that whole
It's a horrible thought, because I was just gonna say I was looking forward to that movie. I was like, wait a minute, we're getting Venom, Green Goblin returns, and we're getting Sandman. This movie's gonna be sick. I can't wait to see these three all tagging up on Spider. No.
They did that whole Sandman killed Uncle Ben thing as well. That effed me up.
I hated that.
That was my God, long.
And not only that, Sandman forgave him. So it kind of just shit on everything.
Yeah, it was long. And as well, like the last film, he saw the guy who shot his uncle, and he looked completely different.
Yeah. Find that movie anyway. Can we talk about Venom, please?
Yes, we can talk about Venom. Venom is a bad man. That's
no.
First appearance.
Read your thing.
First appearance, Amazing Spider-Man issue 252 in 1984. But
I was one.
Venom Volume 4, Issue 4, in September 2018. That's when he chronologically was in it. I think they just made a story about him. In that comic.
Okay.
So Venom started off as a villain, specifically out to get Spider-Man. Eddie Brock knew all Spidey's secrets, had all his abilities, and firmly believed that Peter Parker was responsible for everything that had gone wrong in his life. Eventually, he came to see that Spidey was just trying to make the world better, and he even fought alongside his former enemy. Nowadays, Venom is on Flash Thompson and is a full-fledged government issue superhero. This is obviously old because he's not Flash Thompson anymore. He's gone back to Eddie Brock, and that story has been pretty sick, actually. So if you can read some of the latest Venom issues, definitely go back and definitely grab the trade paperbacks and read them, man. It's been so good.
I don't like it when good characters. I'm about to coin a term. They get Harley Quinned.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A character getting Harley Quinn is when a character is so good on paper or in a cartoon, they eventually put them everywhere in the movies. Then they're all over comic books, and then the worst thing about it is that they were villains at first.
Yeah.
And then you make them heroes. I can't stand that. Now I loved it when Venom was a villain. I would have never changed that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Even when he became an anti-hero, I wouldn't have had that. Him going around doing good things. One thing I liked about Venom, to me, Peter Parker is a nerd. At school, he gets bullied. He gets bullied. Spider-Man himself, when you see him interacting with other superheroes, he's clearly like the geeky, dorky superhero.
Yeah. Yep.
And what I liked about Venom is that Venom was Spider-Man's bully.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Bully,
definitely.
The way he tortured Spider-Man was almost like prankish. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? They were like pranks. He tortured him. He would never outright, I don't know. The Green Goblin would just go out of his way to kill a family member or just stuff.
Yeah.
Dr. Octopus, villainous stuff. The Rhino, villainous stuff. Or henchman stuff, whatever you want to call Rhino. To me, Venom was a bully, and that is what I liked about his dynamic with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I missed that. I missed the bully geek dynamic, and then you get the geek who would stand up for himself. But Venom was still loved about Venom.
Yeah. And as well as like Venom feeds off of your darkness, basically. That's basically, remember again, he's from space. So he's probably been going from planet to planet doing this to other beings, whatever. He's from space. He's not nice. He's never been nice. Like you said, like he just goes around just bullying people. And then it's a thing of like, when he attached to Peter Parker, it's like, I know there's badness in you. I want to draw it out so that you can just be bad and I can just feed off of that and heighten it. That's all it is. I just want to heighten your evilness. So like when you were saying it's like, oh, he's just his bully. He's like, no, I want you to come fight me so we can fight everybody else. You know what I mean? It's that kind of narrative kind of thing. So it's just also,
thinking about the combination of Eddie Brock and the symbiote, whatever.
Ever since that film came out, they said it wrong. I've been questioning my reality of how
to be fair, what's his name? Donny Cates' Venom recently has actually been good. It's been really, really good, and it's going back to like the Clentar, his alien race, and it's you know what Donny Cates has been doing with like Silver Surfer and Ghost Rider, Cosmic Ghost Rider. It's all kind of connecting in a sense as well. So it has actually been the story's been really. I've really been enjoying reading Venom.
I don't doubt that the story's good, especially if Donny Cates is doing it. But I'm just like, I miss how Venom was. Obviously, it is what it is. But one thing I liked, I was just going to say, Eddie Brock could not stand Peter Parker. Like, as you said, Rich, he blamed Peter Parker for everything that went wrong in his life. And he had the symbiote. As far as the symbiote is concerned, he tried to enhance what Spider-Man had, make it better. Spider-Man rejected it. So then the symbiote got bitter. Then when those two come together, you've got like perfect villain, perfect bully. It's like two beings attacking this one kid. That was brilliant. I miss that. I really do. I actually wish the animated series made that 3 episodes. And not 2. There was so much they could have done. So much they could have done. Anyway,
it was sick. It was sick. Man. He is sick. He is sick. He's a sick character. So,
as long as he stays evil and doesn't go good, it's just like,
it's just because he got Harley Quinn, he got overly popular in such a short amount of time. Then the hires up who don't have a clue, like, okay, we have to make him good because. Why do they feel like they have have to do that? Why can't they just be like a badass villain character?
Because they're going to be on a TV, on a movie.
No one cared.
And they need to be a good guy. They're going to be in a movie and they need to be a good guy.
I think that's fucked. If I were to make a villain movie, my character would just be going up against. I would tell it from the portrayal of how dope would it be to see. Do I have a villain? a Magneto movie where it's his side of his
perspective,
his perspective. Now he's going up against the X-Men, but you're seeing it from his perspective. Why does the movie have to be okay? Magneto's getting a movie. We need to make him a hero. Why?
Brightburn worked so well.
Brightburn.
I need to watch that.
The young boy.
I still need to watch that.
Worth a watch, yo. I only watched that recently, but it is worth a watch. I've seen it twice now.
Tonight.
I can't watch it today. I'll watch it over the Easter holidays.
That is Superman. That is Superman where he's just a little shit. He was taken in by the right family. He had the right upbringing. But, there was just no helping that kid.
Yeah. Look, I'm not going to spoil anything of Brightburn, but it's just like...
Brightburn.
Just do a Brightburn, then who needs to be a villain in it? Because they didn't pull any punches with that. They were like, nope. Nope. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay.
There was nothing. What I liked about Brightburn...
Don't spoil it.
No, I'm not going to spoil it because I want Rich to watch it and then come back.
Yeah.
So we can all review it.
I'll watch it this week. I promise I'll watch it this weekend. Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it. But what I was going to say is, regarding Brightburn, that kid, to me personally, had no redeeming qualities. There is no making a hero out of him afterwards. Like you've done it. Like you're straight up villainy. You are superhuman evil villainy. There's no.
It was great. It was great.
Very underrated. I swear it got bad reviews.
Yeah, it did get bad reviews.
Gave that bad reviews.
Yeah.
It's because they couldn't take it. I'm telling you, because I was thinking about it. I was watching it. I've seen it twice now in the space of a month. And I was thinking, people could not handle this movie. They couldn't handle it. You're punks. I can't. You know, that was dope. Just couldn't handle it.
All right.
But okay, all right. What we got next?
Sorry, Venom. Done.
Venom's done.
Venom's villain. There we go.
I think we're done for this episode. Actually, we're going to continue next week.
Yes.
Part 2 of villains turning heroes.
Yeah. And so we're going to add on our favorite episodes of our favorite animated episodes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We already spoke about a couple that we dropped some gems in there, but some we've got other shows. You know what I mean? Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Black and Mice from Mars. What's the other one? What was it? Not Sharky and George. The one with the cars and the plants coming out of it.
Jason and Will Warriors.
Jason and Will Warriors.
There we go. You know, Thundercats, Bucky O'Hare. There's loads of shows, man. We've got loads of shows, people. We're gonna come back with the vengeance.
Yes.
Okay, and give us some favorite episodes. I need to watch some stuff and be like, what episode was it? Just for YouTube like that. What episode was it?
I already know what my favorite X-Men episode is.
Yeah, that's easy.
I'll talk about that. No,
it's not.
I know.
It's not easy, man. Because it's not easy because there's so many good episodes of that.
It's not easy because especially for the X-Men, 90s X-Men was difficult for me to pick. But I know there's a 2-parter that I love. Like I'll watch it over and over again. So that's
okay. We will
Spider-Man, the 90s Spider-Man cartoon.
Okay, Spider-Man's hard because there's loads of Spider-Man.
I think that one's easier for me. I think.
Really?
That one easier for
I was much more into. I was into because X-Men came out first, didn't it? And I remember when Spider-Man came, it was kind of like it's not as hard hitting as X-Men, so my levels went kind of down, and I was like, Anyway, let's.
We'll come back next week with the juices. But thanks, guys.
Come back with us.
Yeah,
come back. We've got more for you. It's not over yet.
We know you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
we're just getting started.
Yes.
And if you can,
and Rich, tell him.
Pick up one of our new hoodies. Comic meditation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We need that.
Definitely need that. It's a good hoodie.
Flip the page.
That you can find on Teespring/dasourcewall. If you want a 20% discount, you can just go into the promotional code and type in the dasource20. And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, get some merch.
Yeah.
Oh. Don't forget to bring a sandwich.
And wash your goddamn hands and stay at home.
Wash your
hands, wash your ass, wash your face.
Wash everything. Okay?
Just, quick tangent. People out there are nasty. I don't know if anybody remembers, I think it was 2018, 2019, there was this conversation on Instagram, which I found disgusting, that was going around on whether or not when people shower, if they wash their legs.
Yes, it resurrected itself.
Wash your legs.
You wash your legs.
People in the shower sometimes, they wash the top half and then they let the soap run down.
Makes no
and
sense.
They think the soap running down their body is them washing the bottom half of their body.
Proper trying to justify it like it's
Rich is
it's science.
No.
Like it's science. I'm like, no. The soap might be there, but you're not scrubbing the dirt off, are you?
Yeah.
So you have sex, yeah? No. Let's not even say sex. You just took a wicked shit, yeah? Dirty, sloppy, wicked shit. Yeah, you get bubble guts. It's been a long day. You finally get home. Oh man, I can't wait to shower. And you just wash the top half after. And how many times did you shit that day? How many times did you piss? But you're just going to wash the top half because the soap runs down.
People don't wash their feet.
You lot are the reason why we're in this pandemic.
Yeah. Wash your whole body with soap and another thing. Wash with a washcloth I don't understand these people who don't wash with. Okay, anyway, this is the geek podcast.
I wash with my hands. No.
And the soap. No.
How to wash properly.
Okay. This is wash properly. That will be the beginning of our next podcast. Just in case you all don't know how to do that, we will be giving instructional videos.
Service announcement brought to you by dasourcewall.
Yes.
Get on the wall or get off.
There we go. Hashtag wash. See you later, people.
Peace out.
Meow. Happy quarantine.